Namaste students. I am JVN Dr. Aziz Ahmed Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss about the topic activation of T cell and also the activation of B cells. The activation of T cell and the B cells are interrelated to each other. After activation of T cells, activation of B cells starts. So T cells are the cells which are part of the adaptive immunity. We know that T cells very well. T cells are the cells which are present in the immune system and have important functions. The T cells are arise from the T lymphocytes. T lymphocytes, and the T lymphocytes are the new T cells. They will go their maturation and differentiate into the T helper cells and the cytotoxic cells. T helper cells are the cells which have important role in providing help to one of the cells, like they help B cells and they help cytotoxic cells also. So they have helping activity. They help another cells and they also have some immune regulation systems by secretion of different kind of cytokines. They secrete cytokines and regulate the immune system. Cytotoxic cells are the cells which have specific function in the cytotoxic activity. They have they are the cells which kill the cells which are pathogens, which are the antigens. They direct directly kill the pathogenic cells by releasing of some specific molecules which are stimulating. And cytotoxic cells and the T helper cells are the two cells which may be further differentiated and proliferated into another uh, type of cells like effector T cells and memory T cells. Effector T cells are the cells which are original T helper cell and the T C cells, and the memory cells are the cells which have the memories. So that differentiation is very important. Differentiation and the proliferation are very important. So what we understand by the activation of the T cells, actually the activation of T cells is the signal processing by which T cells will get a signal and will get activated and they will get proliferated and then they will get differentiated into another kind of cell. So this is the type of this is the basic of the activation of T cells. Now we go to the topic T cell activation. The T cells are of two types. Mature T cells are of two types: T helper cells and the CD8 T cells, cytotoxic cells. T helper cells has a receptor which is known as the CD4 T cell, CD4 receptor, and the cytotoxic cells has a receptor which is known as the CD8 receptor. First, we talk about the activation of helper T cells, how the helper T cells get activated. So I must share the screen here. First of all, the important thing is that first thing is that the antigen presenting cells will migrate to the lymph nodes. First, the antigen enters into the body and the antigen enters into the body, it's then some toll receptors and another signals will get activated and they will signal the antigen presenting cells. Then antigen presenting cell will go to the lymph nodes, and in the lymph nodes they perform the uh, they perform the phagocytic activity where they will engulf the antigen, and they, after engulfment, they make some they digest the antigens into small peptides and make a complex with a major histocompatibility complex. The major histocompatibility complex represent the antigens into another cells by their receptors. Each antigen presenting cell has a major histocompatibility complex, and they present the present antigen on their surface by major histocompatibility complex. So when we talk about the activation of T helper cells, so first step, which I discussed, that antigen presenting cell will move to the lymph nodes and they will engulf the antigen and digest the antigen to the small peptides and will present the antigen on its surface through the major histocompatibility complex. Here, the major histocompatibility, this is the antigen which is digested by the antigen presenting cell, and after processing, the antigen has been moved on the surface of the antigen presenting cell by the major histocompatibility complex. So this is the antigen. It was the early stage of the antigen, and this is the next step of the antigen processing and presentation. Here is the antigen. So antigen processing is conducted in uh, many steps, which are, the first step is signaling. The antigen is presented by the major histocompatibility complex. So first of all, the first signal will be there. The first signal is presented by the recognition and binding of T cells receptor to MHC class 2 molecule. Here, one thing you need to be understand that for the T helper cells, the MHC class 2 molecule will bind to the MHC class 2 molecule will bind to the T helper cells, and the MHC class 1 molecule will bind to the cytotoxic cell receptors. And the T helper cells has the CD4 receptors. So first of all, the MHCD4 cell receptor will bind to the major histocompatibility complex. Okay. After that, the antigen antigen which bind to the T cell receptor, which is present on the surface of the T cell. The first receptor is CD4 receptor, and this is the original T cell receptor which will bind directly to the antigen by the major histocompatibility complex groove. So this is the first signal where two receptor will bind to the antigen, one receptor will bind to the antigen, and one CD4 receptor will bind to the major histocompatibility complex. Then the second signal will be there. In the second signal, the antigen presenting cell which have a B7 ligand will bind to the CD28 receptor of the T helper cell. So this is the second signal. First signal is followed by the second signal where the B7 ligand of antigen presenting cell will bind to the CD28 receptor of T helper cell. Some another stimulation can also include such as CD2, CD28, CD45 may be here. Okay, so the stimulation has been conducted here. After that, after this stimulation, the T cell will release some cytokines which are known as the interleukin 2. So here the interleukin 2 are released by the CD4 T helper cells. So these interleukin 2 will be released from the T helper cells. After that, these interleukin 2 which are released by the T helper cells will bind to the receptor of the T helper cell. It will not bind to another cells. It will bind to T helper cells secreted by the cell T cells and bound to the T helper cells also. So it is a autocrine signaling where the cells which secrete the cytokines will bound to the cells on the cell secrete itself. Okay, after binding to the ligand, after binding to the receptor of these interleukin 2, these interleukin 2 will activate the T helper cells. T helper cells. After activation, the T helper cell will get proliferation. They will divide. Okay. After division, they will differentiate into two types of cells. The first one is effector T helper cells, which are the original T helper cells, and the second one is CD4 memory cells, which are the memory cells which have signals for the T cell and which have the signals for the antigens. And these memory cells will remember the antigen which have been arrived inside the immune system. So this is the function of the uh, T memory cell. So uh, first, first is conduct. First, the APC will bind to the antigen, and then it will present the antigen the major histocompatibility class 2 molecule and the major histocompatibility complex 2 will bind to the T helper cells by two group. The first one it will bind major histocompatibility complex by CD4 receptor of the uh, T helper cells and by the antigen receptor of the T helper cells. Then a second signal will be there, which is the co-stimulatory signal between the B7 ligand and the CD28 receptor, which will lead to the autocrine signaling, which will release to the uh, release of the interleukin 2, which will activate the T helper cells, and the T helper cells will proliferate and differentiate into the CD4 effector T cell and the CD4 memory cells. The same formula is used here for the cytotoxic T cells here. First of all, the antigen presenting cell will move to the lymph nodes, and from lymph nodes, the effector T cells will capture and engulf the antigen and will convert the antigen into small peptides. And then it will present the antigen on the surface of the antigen presenting cell by the major histocompatibility complex 1 MHC class 1 molecule. Okay, so here the antigen is being represented by the APC. When the antigen presenting cell will present the antigen on its surface, CD8 cytotoxic cell will come and it will bind to the MHC class 1 molecule on the MHC class 1 molecule by the CD8 receptor, and it will also bind to the antigen by its antigenic receptor. After that, a signal, second signal, which is the co-stimulatory signal is there, and the co-stimulatory signal between the B7 and the CD4 T5 signal will be there, which will activate the CD8 cytotoxic cells, and the interleukin 4 will be released. After releasing of the interleukin 4, the CD8 cells will be activated, and after activation of the CD8 cells, it will proliferate. The CD4 cell, CD8 cytotoxic cell will release some cytokines, and it will bind to the receptor of the cytotoxic cells, and this will lead to the activation of the cytotoxic cells, and it will lead to the activation of the cytotoxic cells, and activated cytotoxic cells will proliferate and differentiate. When it will proliferate, it will differentiate into two types of cells. First one is cytotoxic effector T cells and the cytotoxic memory cells. The cytotoxic effector T cells will kill the antigen directly, and the CD8 memory cells will store the memory of a particular kind of antigen in itself. So I hope the students will be able to understand the mechanism and process of T cell activation here. The T cell activated here will now activate the B cells also. And with this lecture, students will be able to understand the mechanism of T cell activation, the cells which are involved, the interleukins which are involved in the T cell activation. So the questions which can be asked in this lecture, that what are the T cells and what are the CD8 T cells, explain the activation of CD4 cells, explain the activation of the CD8 cytotoxic cells. So my lecture is over here. In the next video, I will discuss about the activation of B cells. Thank you very much.